Good morning, White Picket Realty. So, I have a lot of things today to go over for today's Friday regional training. So, I want you to just follow along, pay attention. We're going to start off with a lot of the housekeeping things, and then I'm going to move into the actual training. So, I know some of you guys said that I focus too much on CINC. There are a few things that I have to show you in CINC today, but after all of that, we do have some training, we do have some practice that I want you to do. So look around for a partner. And if you don't have a partner right now who you can practice with, think of someone who you can call on the phone to do this practice with. This is one of the best little training exercises I've ever done, and you're really going to enjoy it. Now, before we get into that training exercise, I want to start by reminding everyone that in CINC, when you go to that communications tab, right here on the left-hand side where it says communications, you have templates that we have created. So let me show you, for example, the template for today. The template for today is this one. It says promoting rally with video 11720. Now remember, this is the title internally. Your clients don't see that. That actual subject line when you send this email is Chili Quest, the Wizards Beer Fest, Houston Ghost Tours, and more, Eventcast from Team WPR. Now, when you make a copy of it on your account, it'll say make a copy here next to the preview and save button. When you make a copy, you click on this little gear cog and you go to private. Now, we've already done several videos on how to do this. I highly recommend that you go in, that you look at those videos, and that you learn how to do this. But just to remind you, it's really easy to send this out to all of your people. We actually have people who reach out and say, please make sure I'm signed up for your event cast. I use the event cast to know what I'm going to do over the weekend. So it's a very valuable resource. Highly recommend that you send this out. As you can see on this one, we're promoting the rally, which is coming up on February the 18th. We've got our brand new casino night area in the VIP. It tells you a little bit about it when you register. And here in a second, I'm going to show you the video that goes along with the rally. So just 1 second. You'll see here other events and then to follow us. When you make your own copy, you can edit this however you want. You can save it and then you can send it out to your entire list. It's really awesome. It's really easy to use. And I highly recommend that you do it, that you utilize it. It's very easy to find. When you go into yours, you'll click under Share Templates. For me, it won't show up because I created it. But under yours, you can click on Last Edited. It'll pull up the most recent one. You see Alan has one on here that he created for you for the homestead exemption. And what you'll see is that event cast for 1/17/2020, we make sure that we put the dates for all of them in there. And actually, I just realized this one says Thanksgiving. This is a different one. When you come in here to Last Edited, we'll see that we have the promoting rally on here as the most recent one. I'm not sure what this EventCast one is. It propped up. But this one, promoting rally, is the most recent one for today. This other one here, we're going to go ahead and we'll just move it out so it doesn't confuse anyone. Boom, very simple, easy to use. Now, the video on this one is absolutely amazing. I'm going to play it for you really quickly. I hope you enjoy it. That video came out absolutely incredible. When you see Adrian, thank him for putting together such a good video. And make sure that you share this with people. Make sure that we get as many people as possible out to the real estate rally this year. So you have that template in there. And the next thing that I want to show you is this one came up because it's kind of a red alert. We realize that we have a need and we want to make sure that we're filling and fulfilling that need. And that comes down to some of you are starting to get a lot of wholesale deals, and we want to organize these so that they're all in one central place, easy to find, easy to look at, and easy to share. So to do that, you click here on the left-hand side under properties. And when you click under properties, you can go in here and you can create an actual pocket listing. So you see it says show pocket listings, and it'll show us those listings that are pocket listings. Here is where we recommend that you go in and that you add all of those wholesale deals, those wholesale transactions that you have available. And it'll come in here, it'll show me the pocket listings. I can remove the MLS listings, and all of a sudden I have this ability to see all of the pocket listings that are in the system. And this is where we want you guys to put those wholesale deals. It's really easy to use, it's really easy to set up. Highly recommend that you utilize this system, and it's all integrated. So it makes it to where you can share it really quickly, not only within the brokerage, but to anybody outside the brokerage. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about today is a little training exercise that I started utilizing, and it was really, really helpful for me. It really allowed me to start to improve in my ability to listen and ask questions. And one thing that you'll notice is that when you're a salesperson, you're kind of sitting and waiting. You're waiting for someone to give a certain response because you know the answer to that response and you can jump on it easily and quickly. But that's not always the best way to respond. So what this activity is called, it's called the never-ending question. And what you're going to do, and this works great not only when you're working with customers, but also when you're at a networking event or where you're just having a conversation with friends and family. This right here will help you tremendously. And the way that this works is that you basically are saying, you're going to ask a question. So you want to grab a partner, you want to grab someone, you want to say something along the lines of, hey, what are you doing this weekend? And then that person will respond, I'm going to the park with my family. And what you're going to respond is you're going to reiterate what they just said. So, oh, you're going to the park with your family, but you're always going to follow it up with another question. You're going to keep going as long as you can with another question. Now, what you're going to find is that when you get to about the second or third one, you will start running out of questions. At that point is when you really want to start advancing yourself and improving. So a good example of this would be for me to say, hey, what are you doing this weekend? And somebody would say, oh, I'm going to the park this weekend. And then I would respond, oh, you're going to the park this weekend. What do you plan on doing at the park? Oh, I plan on spending time with my family. Oh, you're going to spend time with your family. So when you go to the park and you spend time with your family, what do you like to do there at the park? And you're going to keep on this never ending question chain to make sure that you can always have something else to ask, because you see, being able to ask questions is almost more important than being able to give answers, because a lot of the time the sale doesn't come from the answers, it comes from the questions that you're asking. It comes from your ability to guide someone's thought process and your ability to get into their thought process. So I really want you to practice this with someone. Grab them and take 5 minutes on each side and practice the never ending question technique. Now, remember, it's not only about asking a question. You first have to reiterate what the person said. So if you ask, what are you doing this weekend? And they say, I'm going to the park. The first thing needs to be, oh, you're going to the park, or you're going to the park, or wow, the park sounds fun. You have to reiterate what they're saying before you jump to the next question. If you jump to the next question, that's it. Your game is done. You have to start over. Reiterate, then ask the question. Reiterate, then ask the question. Reiterate, and then ask the question. And what you're going to find is that when you use this technique, you never run out of something to talk about. When you use this technique, you'll always have something else to say to the other person. So when this video is done, I really want you to jump in and start practicing utilizing this technique. Take 5 minutes each side. It should only be 10 minutes of practice. It's a fun practice, but it really gets you in the right mindset to ask questions and to stop trying to always be the problem solver. Now, the last thing I want to remind everyone of is when you go to the Facebook page, there's a group that says hashtag Team WPR Houston. This is a private internal group. This is a white picket only group that we have. And what you want to do is you want to click on the left hand side when you get to that group. So if you search for that group, it'll pop up. You want to go into the group. And on the left hand side, you can click on events. And when you go to events, it'll give you a list of all of the upcoming events that we have at the brokerage. It'll give you a list of all the things that you can look forward to. So, for example, today we've got the Friday regional training. Tuesday of January 21st, that's our top producer luncheon. Remember, that one is invite only for the top producers from the previous month. On the 22nd, we have the investment roundtable. That's next Wednesday that we have the investment roundtable. The 24th, we have another Friday regional training. And then on the 29th, we have Wind Down Wednesday. And I'll be posting some more information about that soon. The 31st is the Black Tie Gala. Congratulations, NAREP. I saw that you sold out. That's incredible. If you didn't get tickets, let's hope that they release some more tickets so that then everyone can get their tickets. And then we also have the rally on Tuesday, February 18th. Now, Adrian's going to keep adding all those events in. But the other option that you have up here at the top is instead of events, you can actually click on calendar, which shows you a calendar view of all of those events that are happening. See, you can see here for January and then for February, we've already got the rally on there, and Adrian will start filling out the rest of them as this meeting goes on. So by the time you click through, they may already all be there. Okay, make sure you remember templates that you can utilize in CINC under communications to send out to your clients. Just click on communications and then the templates tab. Copy the ones for today promoting the rally, get that out there, start promoting that really great video that Adrian made. The next one, you can create pocket listings. You can make pocket listings for your wholesale deals to make them easy to share. And then lastly, you have the Facebook page with all of the events on it. You can do a calendar view or you can do an events view, but all of our events can be found easily on there. Last, take the next 5 to 10 minutes and practice, you and a partner. And if there's no one else there, call somebody and say, hey, I want to practice some sales training. I'm doing this activity called the never ending question. It helps me to find things to talk about in situations where there may not be a lot to talk about, and practice with them. But this training will be great for you. It'll help you tremendously in being able to make that small talk and to find out what's truly important to your clients and to people that you're listening to. All right, guys, I will hope to see you again next week. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed today's Friday Regional Training. Take care.